right, and welcome back, everyone. Hopefully you have secured the much needed snacks and stretched your appendages for some more D&D happening soon. So where we left off, the group had just got into the lift, went back to the trade level, and it appears they're going to be doing some shopping?
Yeah.
Perhaps?
Bryn's just like looking at them, counting the money that they just got. Finn, you have done great job today. This is very good.
Right. Do you have a place that you want to go first? You need more potions, elixirs?
Ooh. You got a long rest in, right?
Yeah, this is the next day, so you are all long rested.
Are these gold coins like stamped with like ram crown?
Yeah, it's
Imagery.
It's, without being too much of a thing, like gold is gold, it's gonna spend, but you know, gold coins minted in Vantis are gonna look a little different than gold coins, you know, minted in Ram Crown. Or versus gold coins in the tier region, which is just literally just a circle piece of gold. It'll spend. It's not gonna raise too many questions.
Okay.
All right, so what are you all in search for? What would you like to look for?
In search of spell scrolls, which in Ramcrown I believe are spell devices.
Yeah, okay.
Dragon Lady.
Dragon Lady. She invited you to her dojo after the tournament's over.
Okay.
Ah, okay.
Make an investigation roll for me, Bryn.
If possible, I would like to go to our lodging and talk to Emma about the tournament.
Okay. We will do that. First, Bryn, make your investigation roll.
23.
23. You've heard through, I'm gonna say the grapevine. I don't there aren't many grapevines underneath the earth, but you've heard through the grapevine here as you're talking around different shopkeepers that you're looking for some things. And they point you to a place called Ferrum and Friend. And as you go outside, it's built into the side of the rock wall underneath the mountain, as similar as other places. And you walk in and it looks kind of like a junk shop / repair shop / you know, odds and ends.
Okay.
And you walk in and you see a sort of a man with looks to be like small horns coming out, that long sort of blonde hair and almost like a pinkish hue for skin, a tiefling man. And you also see behind the counter in the back room a turtle working as well.
Oh.
Turtle.
Our turtle?
It appears that they are tinkering away at some sort of things in the back room. Hello, good evening. My name is Ferrum, and well, what can I do for you?
Yes, I am looking for a way to cast spells.
Not a whole lot of that going around here, I'm afraid.
Oh, I mean, it is. We are not from here. You probably can figure it out.
Obviously. He looks,
Well,
the guy
we
looks
had
at
heard that here in Ramcrown, you have the knowledge to make devices to cast spells for you.
I'm sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about. And you see him like look around. I apologize, but we only sell odds and ends here. Here, let me show you this nice creation we have just, and you see him turn like a mechanism that basically turns these open to closed on the door and closes the front door.
I rolled a 2, so Bryn starts to be like, no, I'm not interested in odds and ends. I am very specifically interested in things that are going to Oh.
And he
okay.
holds his fingers, sort of almost unnaturally elongated fingers,
Ugh.
being one of the sort of tiefling features that they have inherited. He goes and just puts his finger on over your mouth. One moment, please. And closes and locks the door. And he sort of does this number and crosses his arms. All right, who talked? Who talked? Who told
What?
you that you can just walk in here and buy whatever you want?
No, nobody told me. I lucky guess.
Lucky guess. Do you have coin?
Oh yeah,
How much?
enough.
It were enough. Well, excuse me.
We're not noobs. We don't say how much money we have. And I
Smart one,
winked at
she is.
Falcon.
Smart one, yes.
Am I there? Or I don't think I'm.
Oh, you're not there.
I think I split off to go to
Yeah,
the.
you can split off. Yeah, they're shopping, but you said that you learned it from Balkan, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, is there anything in particular you're looking for? Are you looking to protect yourself, perhaps do some damage?
Oh, I'm not really sure. I'm just looking for some simple, like, first or second level spells. You know, whatever you have.
All right. And you see him sort of yell towards the back. Delwyn, will you bring forth some of our lower level
Maybe-
devices?
I'm looking for things a little more protection, utility, something where it can cover larger areas, sort of effects.
Delwyn, bring all the devices. And you see Turtle's kind of head pop
What was
up.
the turtle's name? Delwyn?
Delwyn.
And what's this guy's name?
Ferrum. The store is called Ferrum and Friend.
I'm looking at Delwyn like peculiarly, and I'm like, "Do you know Bickwin?"
Oh, do you know Bickwin?
Yeah, Bickwin's our good friend.
Oh, Bickwin's my brother.
Oh!
I just thought we were gonna be rude, and it's true. Oh my god!
How do
Oh,
you
this-
know Bickwin?
We've made, we are great friends at Bickwin, over at, Aramore. We've,
Oh.
traded with him many times.
Oh,
Changed
he's
many
so
stories.
Good
Out in the
people.
frontier. Oh. And she sort of steps out and is wearing like a large like leather apron. In where Bickwin was more like a deeper green color, she's more of like a palish greenish, almost yellow. Looks
The
older than Bickwin.
Steve?
And she sort of walks out. Oh, almost forgot. And she comes out with like a crate with just a bunch of like these like circular like ram crown devices, just all like in a crate. They don't look like as polished and as nice as the ones that you had previously found on the ram crown soldiers.
That's fine.
They seemingly
barely
have
need
made
them to
them
be
in
usable.
house. Oh, well, that's nice. I'm glad that he's still retired.
Oh, he's doing very well for himself.
Yes,
He runs a shop.
it's called Good Goods.
What a silly name.
It's a pretty good. I mean, it's a pretty good name. It's pretty accurate.
The good goods.
Oh, well, I mean, you know, he saved up his coin and decided that he wanted to retire, so I couldn't, you know, get him to come move here, so who knows why.
Well, he's doing very well. I believe the army, the Raimcrown army, sort of bought him out.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
You know, Bickwin would not share adventure stories with us. Maybe you can tell us about your brother.
Oh, I did an adventure with Bickwin.
Oh, but surely he told you of stories of adventure.
Oh, not really. He, well, decided to be an adventurer when he was, just a little turtle and, well, never looked back really. So, you know, we kept in touch every now and then, but I was just interested in hearing about him and not the, you know, silly stories.
Well, when was the last time you saw him?
Oh, and you see her like sort of look and think, 20 years?
Wow, a long time not
Oh.
to see your sibling.
Oh, we don't get out much. I'm sure we'll make time in the next decade or so.
Did you make all these devices yourself?
Oh, well, Ferrum helps a little bit, and, you know, I help a little bit, and well, yeah, kind of. We essentially
what
just
do you have?
reverse engineer with things that we find and then copy them. And Ferrum goes,
I
oh,
see.
shh, 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 shh.
It makes sense.
Don't
now.
tell all the secrets of the trade.
Oh,
They're just here to
we
buy.
heard nothing. We heard nothing. Look, I have money to spend. What kind of spells you up for me?
Well, since you have decided that you wanted offense and defense, but also lower level, I'm not really sure what you're exactly looking for, so I'm just gonna have to guess.
Not really sure either if it makes you feel better.
You know what would make me feel better? Coin. Lots and lots of coin.
I'll pull out some gold pieces and put them on the counter.
How many?
Just like 2 for now. Like, it's clear that I have more where they came from.
I see. All right. Well, here we go. We'll start with the lower level ones first. And he puts one, and they all look like really similar. And it kind of shows that they're sort of reverse engineered homemade devices, where the ones that Ram Crown are like very nice, like brass or other metal encased, and they have like very like, you know, tight tolerances and nice mechanisms. These are just kind of sort of cylindrical, like the tolerances aren't exactly there, like they'll work, but they're bootleg devices essentially.
Sure, these are not going to blow up in my face when I try to use them.
Excuse me,
It's just a question.
I'm sorry that I don't have the manufacturing capabilities of the entire Federation, but I assure you they will work just fine.
I did
Now-
not say they would not work. I just don't want to get my face blown up. I'd like to know what to expect, is all. If I know there's a chance of it blowing up, I can be prepared. This is all.
Not going to blow up.
Okay?
You are a rude woman, you know that, right?
I'm not rude. You're rude.
Not rude.
She is just very to the point.
There's a word for that, tall fellow. It's called rude.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know all the fancy words to make everybody feel happy all the time. I don't really have time. I am too busy doing important things. Anyways, I have 500 gold I would like to spend here today. So let's hear what kind of spells you've got.
That's it?
I have 1,000 gold I look at Vin.
I say, I put my fingers over Bryn's mouth, but kind of spaced out, so it's really messy. And I'm like, we have enough. We're not stupid, and we're not telling you how much gold we have.
Fine.
Show us your
Fine.
wares and the prices.
And he slams one down, and they all look the kind of like the same rough metal with stuff etched on the outside of it to know what they are. All right, first one, spell, if you're familiar, is called Bane.
Yes. Put that one in the maybe pile.
All right, next one. He slams another one down. Are you familiar with the floating disc spell?
Ooh, yes. Also in the maybe pile.
Well, you're a little more well-learned than you look. No offense, of course.
What about rude?
Now, these two would run you about I want to say about 50 gold to each.
50 gold each, is that what you said?
Right, give or take, yeah.
Sorry, there's puppies screaming behind me.
Oh, and the next one here, he slams it down. Aid.
Eh, Not familiar with this one.
You are 100% familiar with this one.
With aid?
I believe someone cast aid on you all before.
Yes.
Is it Ron?
I don't remember who it was at this point. Some NPC. Might have been Risa.
But Ron is familiar with spell. Ron can cast this.
Oh, you can cast. Wonder if I can cast. Let's see. I will double check.
No.
I cannot cast. That is on the no pile.
All right, he slams one more down. Speak with the dead, if you're so inclined.
Ooh, why would you want to do this?
Yeah, you
Don't
can
ask
extract
the
information.
questions. No
Speak with
questions.
Dead. Speak with dead. That is not the spell for me. Nope.
All right, and another one, he says, blink.
Can I cast blink? Alright, it's taking me a while to look these up. I
Blink is
assume
on
it's
your
okay
spell
that I
list.
look these up. I'm just making sure I know what's on my spell list.
Yeah, blink's on your spell list.
Blink.
Now,
is
these are a
pretty
little more
good.
expensive, more around the 400 to 500 gold piece amount. Starting to get up there in price a little bit, if you know what I mean.
So, what else you got?
And he puts one on the counter. It's proud of this one. Fabricate.
Ooh, fabricate. That is fancy.
I'm starting to get into the thousands now, so I hope your
That one
pockets
is
are deep.
thousands. Okay, well, you know me. It is good to have goals. Maybe I can come back for this one. You do a layaway program.
And he puts out 3 on the
No?
table. He goes, oh, all right, you're out of cash here. Well, animate objects, skill, empowerment, and conjure fey are those outside your price range, I assume. So we'll put
What was
those
the second
away.
one?
There was animate objects. There was skill empowerment. And there was conjure fey.
Oh, I don't really want to conjure Fae. I really have no desire to ever run into Fae one way or another. So you can ignore that one anyways. And you said all of these are in the over 1,000 sort of price range?
Yes.
It's okay. We have sort of, how you say, contract with government here. We'll likely be
Well-
earning more coin in the next day or so.
These would be in the 1,000 or so range. So which of these are you interested in?
Oh, look at me. I'm looking in my wizard brain to see if I can do floating disc.
Yes, you absolutely can do floating disc.
I would really like to buy Bane and floating. Can I do Bane?
You could do Bane, yeah.
Yeah, I would buy. So both of those would be 100 gold total.
Yep. Yep.
I would very much like both of those.
Right.
And if he'll sell me the blink for 400 gold, I'll take that as well.
Blink for 400 gold. Make a persuasion check.
Can I nudge Vin and make her do it?
She can assist you.
How much you thinking about 400 for that blink spell there? It is, ooh, yeah, I did it. Oh no, my persuasion's -1. 15. I am
with
feeling
advantage?
pretty good about the way I'm convincing. Oh yeah, you're assisting? 15. Look, I'm hero of the city, you know, and I'll definitely bring more business back if if things go over well with these purchases.
I flaunt my like badge. Well,
You're what?
the thing we got. The,
We don't
You don't
have
have
it
the
yet.
medal yet.
Oh, I thought we
Yes,
got
have
it.
to wait for a
The
ceremony.
ceremony's what,
Tomorrow.
later today? No, it's tomorrow, right?
Yes.
But do you mention that?
Yeah.
He sort of looks around. This isn't a setup, is it?
No.
No, Ron is the slap doctor.
And he looks at you and goes, I thought that was just some silly rumor. The slap doctor? Oh my god, it's real. You slap people back to life.
So they say, yeah.
That is the most absurd thing.
One and only.
I tell
Want
you
him to
what.
slap you? It'll make you feel right as rain.
Listen, I tell you what. I give you this blink for 300 gold, but then you come back and you buy a little more when you can secure some more gold. I will be your sole supplier of these devices, as if you could find them anywhere else, to be honest. Unless you killed someone.
To make a little bit of a no, I'm not going to. We might be able to come to a slightly better agreement. I don't know what sort of what's the word, Vin? Science, mechanics. I don't know how you do this thing that you do. So well,
And you will never know, hopefully.
that is fine. But I would like to tell you that I am actually going to consume these objects so that I can learn these spells permanently.
I don't care what you do with the merchandise after it leaves these doors. It's none of my
I'm
business,
just
and I will
saying
deny selling them to
that
you.
you don't have to make them very well for me, is what I'm saying. They can be pretty cheap and ugly looking, and I will. So it just if it saves you a little bit of
I beg
materials.
your pardon, rude woman, as I thought we were first
is-
making a sort of bond here. You can't tell me to make shoddy things. I don't
I'm not saying
care what you're
shoddy.
doing them with.
I'm trying
because
to save you some material component costs. Okay, never mind. I will be back with your gold. Jeez,
we
give
are
me this
proud
one.
of our work here, and if we let shoddy things walk out of the shop, what does that say about us?
I hand him 400 gold,
Thank you. It has been
and
an
I pick up my
absolute
devices.
pleasure. You what?
And you're sure they're not going to blow up in my face?
Let me tell you this. If they do blow up in your face, you won't be alive to care anyway.
If they blow up in my face, can I get refund? At least partial.
You can't, but someone else could try.
Yeah, Vin will come back. I will be dead. I do not care, but she should get refund.
Ron will
All
slap
right,
you back
Vin,
to
if
life.
this blows up in your friend's face, then I will give you a refund.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, sir.
I hope I don't have to come back, and I like show fire out of my fingertips.
He just kind of looks at you and is like, why? Why would... They're not gonna blow up. They're not gonna blow up. You're gonna...
Okay.
How would you light this place on fire? It's made of stone. And he like points around the ceiling and like built into the side of the mountain. Like,
Let's to change subject. Tournament is happening today. Where could one place a wager?
like you're a reasonable tall fellow who doesn't threaten to kill me with fire.
Well, she is Princess of Fire, so
It's not a
And I
thing.
bow.
And he looks like, that's not a thing.
you did not believe Slap Doctor was real either. But here is Ron.
Well, if you were a Princess of Fire, then I would assume that you'd be well aware of all if you were the Princess of Fire, I would assume you were a demon or a devil, and you are absolutely not. So
How do you know?
Do you know me?
He is a real pain in the devil.
he
Let me
looks
tell you.
at himself as a tiefling and goes, I think I know.
Then I turn myself into a tiefling.
Ooh, but what do you look like? Like him or like a Vin version of a
A
tiefling?
Vin version of a tiefling.
Ooh, like is your skin the same color, but you just now have like tiefling horns?
No, I changed my skin color.
To what?
To, is it like a purpley red?
Whatever.
that
What
what-
do you want?
I thought they were a specific color. I don't know.
There are many
Um,
colors.
Many different colors.
Okay, yeah, so she's like a really light lavender purple.
Cute parlor trick. Arcanist. Sort of tipped your hand with a little diddly doos at your fingers.
Diddly doos. What does that even, sir?
Anyways, back to the wager. Ron would like to play some.
And here's what you do, Ron. You go to this martial arts tournament, right?
Yes.
There will be people there.
Yes.
Find any person, literally any person, and they would be more than likely to bet you.
Oh.
You really aren't from here, are you?
Ron just looks at himself. You couldn't tell.
You could ask anyone. I'm sure there'd be some more willing to bet more than others, but Everyone here likes to gamble. It's insane. Highly lucrative if you are very skilled.
Okay.
We're going to bet on Balkan.
Perhaps.
A little tip to you, sir. This is a little tip, just a little gift in honor of our new relationship. If you decide to go and bet on a little elf named Valkan.
Why?
I have seen him punch, we'll see, a dragon, a giant elemental beast of murder.
Mm-hmm.
What else did he punch? He punched that other thing.
Ron has lost count.
Anything big or small.
He punched
even.
the arcane. He punched the zombies. He grabbed a zombie and then punched it into lava just yesterday.
Facts.
Get out of here, rude liar lady. Leave.
Why do you think I'm a liar? You literally, I
Did
have
you
given
hear
you no
the
reason
things
to
that
doubt
you
me.
just said? Look, come back if you have
It's
more
all true.
coin. Thank you very much. Enjoy yourselves. Blow yourself up. I don't care. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you so
Goodbye.
much. Goodbye. And he like opens the door and like ushers you out.
Bye, Big Win sister.
Oh, see you later. Tell Bickwin I said that I'm here.
Okay, we will relay message.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Goodbye.
Bye.
See you later. And
Hopefully
she's still
tomorrow.
like talking until you walk away.
Ron is gonna keep responding while we're being shoved out.
Enjoy your stay.
You too.
Have a good day.
We'll see you at the tournament.
I'll come back soon.
We'll try unless we get kicked out by Ferrum.
Oh, be careful.
Just put in good word for us.
And he like shoves, get out, and like just like shoves you out of the doorway.
I kind of like him.
Ron thinks that went pretty well.
All right, so you have secured some devices. You got one for Tensor's floating disc. You've got one for Blink, and you got one for Bane, I do believe, right?
Yeah, I'm adding him to my sheet right now. I don't have the gold to add them to my wizard runes yet.
Yep, it's going to
It's okay,
be
though.
50 gold pieces per level of spell, and takes 2 hours per level of spell as well to copy it to your spell book. So
I'll probably do one later when we get tonight, so
Mhm.
worry about it later.
yeah, so Blink will be 150 and 6 hours. Bane and floating disc will be.
I'm not add anything to my
50
sheet right now,
gold,
so
yeah.
don't let me forget I have
You can't add anything. Oh,
D&D Beyond's being.
okay. We'll figure that out later. So you are out and about in the city. Anything else that you would like to do or try to accomplish currently?
Vin didn't
Yeah,
get to
we
do
can
her
go back to
shopping.
Falcon.
Oh,
sorry.
I wanted to so you know what I'm looking for, Max? I don't want to like say it out loud.
Yep, she's invited you after the tournament to
So
her.
I get it from her. I
dojo,
won't find
so-
it out and about.
If you'd like to pursue her for this thing, then yes, wait till after the tournament and see
Yeah.
what she's got. So
Yeah.
she's busy doing tournament stuff right now.
It's true.
Okay. Yeah,
Over to
let's get
Valken.
Back to Valken.
You are made your way back over to the Widget Well, and are going to speak with Emma Drake.
Yeah. Oh my!
You're
What-
here.
what-
You
what's
show
everybody-
up. You're in the hallway. What do you do?
Have they been just cooped up here for past?
I mean, they haven't really been
Day,
doing
2
too
days?
much. It's kind of one of those things where it's like, does she take like
I know
like
she's with
a
I
dozen of
just
like
wondered.
kids varying in like to like teenager to like pre-teenage and like have to deal with all them, or keep them fed and happy inside the hotel, because otherwise you have to like chaperone everyone and do all those things. So
Right. Okay. I guess I'll locate her.
yeah, knock on her door. She's like, "Oh, hey, Falcon, please do come in. What? How are things going? I'm assuming you was all registered and everything yesterday. I forgot to catch
Yeah.
up with you.
Yep. Everybody's registered and good to go.
They did.
Yeah.
They hand you up like a big
Yeah.
packet.
I feel like I would have given that to her probably when I saw her before everything else happened, right? Did we make it back to...
No.
Oh, we didn't.
No, you
I thought we
didn't.
had... Okay, so we came back... What was it, the night before then?
You went out to register, and then you went to check on people in the Medica, and then healed the sick people. People were screaming, things were happening. You went back down to the guilds, did all the zombie shit, fought the Arcanist, and then went right back to bed because you were messed up.
Right. Okay. I couldn't remember if we had come back before going to the Medicus place. Yeah. The stuff should all be actually... Walk over to my room, grab the stuff, and give it to her.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
So, about this tournament, some things happened.
Some things? I heard there's
Yeah.
going to be a festival tomorrow at the same time, so that's exciting. They're putting up decorations all over the city.
Yeah, I might actually be a part of that in some form or fashion.
How? We just got here. Have you been to Emberholm before?
Nope. It's kind of tied to the things that happened. Basically, we were briefly sick, and some of the kids were sick as well.
Right, but we took care of that, right? Everyone's fine, no more sniffles.
Everyone's fine. When we were out and about, Ron decided to stop by the hospital to help cure some of the sick people.
Well, that's nice of him.
A little bit too nice. I wish he would save some of his strength for other things, because right after that, some
You know what?
dangerous.
Why hoard the powers for yourself if you can help people in need?
Because there was a couple people in need shortly after that. Let me explain. So, yeah, these people were not getting sick from a disease so much as a spell.
Spell? Who would do such a thing?
Turns out there's a very bad person who was casting magics and unleashed some dangerous things in a certain part of the city. We took care of it, me and my companions.
You took care of it.
We were in the right place at the right time, yep.
See. Balkan trying to save the world, like always.
I don't know if it's so much that as people were in trouble and whatnot. Anyway, my stuff is not important. The point is, the magic person who I said was dangerous escaped.
Escaped? How? Are they coming back?
Magic.
Is the
They kind of
tournament
just disappeared.
Cancelled?
The tournament, that's what I was going to say, is still going. Not sure if this individual is going to make an appearance. So my question would be, given these things that took place, how do you feel about the kids being there and participating?
Is it safe? Should we withdraw? They'll be heartbroken, but...
It's hard to say, honestly. I was actually on the fence about letting it continue. Shoot, why can't I remember? What was it? Zunde? Zunde, that's right. Miss Zunde, who's the sensei of our host school, was also not in favor of continuing, but powers that be wanted it to continue. So My companions have sort of been hired as a security detail for the tournament, but we would have no way of knowing if this individual is around or could make a return. And I immediately came here so I could at least fill you in on the situation, and perhaps we can decide what's best for the children.
So they're aware of the issue and have hired capable adventurers just in case. And I mean, if you think it's safe and no harm will come to them, then we can continue. We could withdraw our dojo, but I know that would just, the hearts would be broken. I wouldn't know if they would understand. Would you still be able to compete even though you are working as some sort of security detail?
I'm sure that wouldn't be an issue for me, but listen, I don't even know the extent of power that people are capable of. They're extremely dangerous. And I'm confident in my abilities to protect people, and my companions are strong as well. But us in the city guard or whoever they have, hard to say if that will be enough. We're talking about this kind of level of danger where even though we fought and seemed to win in forcing this person to retreat, you should have seen me. Actually, you shouldn't have seen me. I was in pretty rough shape. So it's not exactly something that'll be an easy fight.
Sort of a wash of concern over her face. Are you all right? Is there anything I can do?
I'm fine now. Meditation, that whole thing has a way of fixing things, for the most part.
So you're telling me this, that you've fought some incredibly scary foes and you didn't even let us know that you were hurt? What if you died? We had no idea.
And I would be dead.
Her eyes just narrow at you like, Falcon.
What? I don't know. Listen, the point is, we won, but a very powerful person did make their escape. I don't know if they would try anything again in so short a time. I just wanted to fill you in on the situation so that we can make a decision about the children's safety. I would rather them be disappointed than to be dead.
Well,
if it came down to it. But
a new
if
Shoya
you
Lake
feel
Academy
comfortable-
rule, Falcon, is that if you might die, you are required to tell the sensei. That being me.
It's been a long time. Some of the rules I remember, some I don't.
It's the only rule you have to follow. If you think you might die, you have to tell me. That's more than fair.
Okay? I will take that into account for the future.
Sort of like flustered annoyance sort of like dies down as she kind of like takes control of like her emotions. I think that, of course, for the tournament, let's just, if you're still here and you have agreed to assist in being security, then I think that's enough. And if they failed, then I don't see a reason they would come back, since they've lost the element of surprise.
Fair enough. If you're fine with it, then I'm fine with it.
Thank you for telling me. Remember, if you think you might die, you have to tell me.
Just for clarification, in the moments where I might die, it typically happen in the heat of battle. How do you want me to exactly let you know that I'm about to die?
You mean that your last moments on this earth wouldn't be of me? I'm shocked.
You got me
All,
there.
all I'm saying is that if you're 2 rooms over and you need medical attention, I'm here to help. I'm more than capable, and you know this.
Did I know that?
She trained just with you. She's just as a badass as you are.
I know, but in terms of like game mechanics, does she have healing abilities? So I can know for the future. I don't know.
But does she have healing abilities? Is what we all want to know.
Valken, she's flirting with you. See from a mile away. I know, but I'm just like.
She can
She
feel it.
feels it.
She can sense it. We're walking down like the street, and she's just saying that out loud, and we're like, "What?"
Falcon gets like an eye twitch, knowing that somebody's probably thinking of him or something. Like,
Your ears are ringing.
yeah, something. Nose itches.
Mechanically speaking, it's basically saying like, if you think there's something wrong with you, I can get you help. I can do what I can. I can bandage you, that kind of stuff. She's not like a cleric or anything, but
Okay.
she's a concerned person who you've known since your childhood and is shocked that you would crawl in back into your room and almost die and not tell anybody, which totally fits your personality, but she's still upset by it.
Clearly, she hasn't not been around me in quite some time, so that tends to be how things go. Anyway, good. I'm glad we have that settled. The others were
Same.
out shopping. I'm not sure how long they're gonna be out. So, have you left this building at all?
Well, we've
you've been
gotten
here?
some things to eat down the streets, but I mean, there's really no need. We're not going to go shopping. There's nothing to buy. We paid our entry fee and such, so.
True, but it's not
they're-
often
they'll-
you get to travel to a completely different city in a completely different land. You could
It's
sightsee
fine.
a
We'll
bit.
see more. We'll see more of the city tomorrow when all the festivities start, and there'll be plenty of them for them to do. So
Okay.
I'm not going to ask you to watch them while I go gallivant around the city, if that's what you're asking.
It's probably a good idea. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna do now. I normally eat something or sleep or meditate or whatever I do if I got nothing to do.
Well, let's have a lunch together. There's these fancy levers that you pull, and they just bring you food.
Okay.
And she goes and pulls on some fancy
Lunch
levers to
day.
deliver some food, and y'all can have lunch together.
All right.
We'll fast
Lunch
forward a
it
bit,
is.
and you all have a lovely lunch, unless there's anything you specifically want to talk about.
I don't know. I would probably just is she familiar with I keep wanting to say Zendaya. It's not Zendaya.
Zunde.
Zunde.
Petition
No.
to change it to Zendaya.
not in particular.
Okay, I wasn't sure if maybe since we were the same age roughly, if she had come across her before.
She knows who she is, but she's not like familiar with.
Okay,
Zunde.
I probably wouldn't. I'll probably just in passing say that I met her briefly and chatted with her and how she knew Yin. So that's just casual conversation.
And as you all have your lovely lunch, which is mostly vegetarian and some sweets, the rest of the group, you finish your shopping trip and come back. Is there anything that you would all want to accomplish before the following day, which is the 1st of Duodecim, which is when the tournament starts and the Feast of Frosttide begins?
Not for me.
No.
Okay. So you all mill about, visit, have some much needed downtime after kicking some zombie ass the previous day or so. And you all settle down for the night. And now it is the opening ceremonies of the tournament, which will take place over the next couple days. And when you wake up, you sort of see several people. They are sort of wandering the streets, and they all are wearing masks of various designs and sort of shapes. They look pretty like ghastly or ghoulish looking. And people are wearing cloaks covering up most of their figure. People are laughing, running, giggling about.
It's
And
like
then-
Halloween?
Are we under attack?
You
I don't
see
think so.
you see various sort of decorations that look like very ornamental lamps, but every few seconds they spew fire out of them, almost like erupting on the streets.
Are there people not wearing masks?
Most people are participating, laughing. There's kids running around, that kind of stuff. There's a lot of vendors, like street vendors selling various foods, drinks, snacks, that kind of stuff.
Guess we'll find some snacks. Wait,
Yeah.
is this the festival is before the tournament?
The festival has started on this day,
Oh,
and the tournament's sort of opening ceremony is this evening.
got it.
Yeah, let's look for snacks.
I assume that while we're doing all this, I'm keeping an attentive eye on anything around me that might seem suspicious.
Okay. And you notice that there are people sort of carrying sort of large or like boxes or bags or things under their arms and like carrying them towards the lifts. There are various like trinkets and like decorations or like chalices or various like things made of metal, and just taking them with them. And as you sort of go deeper, as you're sort of making your way, is there anywhere in particular that you're going besides trying to find food or anything?
I think just looking for like if there's fun like festival food, like let's get some funnel cake or whatever.
Stuff we've never seen before, but
Yeah.
smell amazing.
Gotcha. So they have various different brews at many of the sort of stands alongside, similar to the ones that you'd had in that sort of I hate to call it like rest stop or truck stop, but that's essentially what it was. What it was. They have the Black Iron Brew, Gutbuster, Nightlight Cider, Green Sleep Grog, Copper Spice, they have Dwarven Ale, Evermead, all sorts of things that you could want. And they have different various like stands with like just meat on a stick. They have like soups that like in a pewter cup that you can just take with you as you're walking down the street, things like that.
Right? I'll grab
Get your
a
stew
meat stick.
here, get your stew. We got meat on a stick. Meat on a stick. People are just like yelling. They're
want
selling
meat
all
on a
similar
stick.
items.
I was gonna pay attention where people like go, like not the commoners, but like the people who live here. What most people are feasting on.
Yeah, and the streets are kind of full, and you've noticed that as people are walking down, some people have like these ghoul masks on, and they're pulling them up and like drinking or eating. Some people have specifically like no mask, but their faces are like covered with like soot and ash, just like all covered all over their face. Some people's clothes look like burned and tattered, that kind of stuff. But they are sort of just like any particular stand. Like there's one that's more popular just because that particular person is just yelling louder, essentially.
Okay, loud one it is.
Yep, and you make your way over, and he's like, "We got stewed meat on a stick," and he's just yelling over and over, kind of like you would like at a sporting event, just like the same thing over and over.
I want meat on the stick. I'll be right back, and I'm gonna go get meat on the stick.
Sure. Yeah.
And if any of the kids look like they want meat on a stick, are they with us?
Not yet.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Like
I was gonna buy
steak.
corn dogs for everyone.
Wait, this is not rat meat, is it? No.
Oh, good question. Sir, is this rat meat?
What? No, it's not rat meat.
Oh, perfect. I will take 1, 2, 4, please.
All right, it'll be 8 copper.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, sir.
And he hands you, and it's like a big chunk of like meat on a stick. Think like one of those giant turkey legs.
Yeah.
But it's not like a leg. It's just like a slab of meat that just like skewered and like grilled on both sides and just handed to you. It's like a
I start to
kebab
hand it
of
to everybody,
one giant thing.
except when I get to Vin, and I'm like, oh, wait, Vin, you don't really like meat, do you?
No, I wanted stew.
Okay,
Shit, sorry.
Ron will get used to it. Don't worry, Vin.
Vilkin, do you want the second meat on the stick?
I think 1 is fine for me. I'm
But I
actually.
have- Oh, here, Ron, no. Give this one to Mimi.
Oh, okay. But yes, save it. Excuse me. Is there meat in stew? What kind of stew is this?
No, it's mainly root vegetables like leeks and some other fungi.
Oh, okay, great. Then Ron will take 1.
All right, one stew. And he gets you like one of those like large like pewter cups and just hands it over to you. It's just like a mug of stew for drinking.
Yay.
Oh, is this free?
2 copper.
Okay, there you are. 3
You
copper.
can keep the mug.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a souvenir mug. There you go.
Sweet.
Here you go, Princess Vin.
Does it have like a whatever festival?
It's like
2022.
it's like
Branding.
hammered out. It's like
Oh
a
my
handmade
gosh.
like, pewter like cup.
They can have
Say
derby
thank
cups. I don't
you,
know. Anybody knows what
Ron.
that is?
All right. As you all are eating your food, I need you all to make Constitution saving throws for me.
Oh God.
Oh shit. Danger street
Ooh.
food? I didn't know. Didn't tell me they were gonna be like danger dogs.
Ron, do we get anything for being near you?
Yeah, you get +3 if you're near me. 17.
13?
On?
Hold on.
Thank you.
17.
Okay. So for reference, each one of you, when you like, it's absolutely delicious, but each of these pieces of or soup or food where you take a bite, it's amazing, delicious. But if you've ever had any like Ethiopian food or anything like that, this heat just sneaks up on you and does not go away. like some Nigerian food.
Spicy.
You all are okay. Rin, you are just in a coughing fit because this is some hot shit. Falcon, it reminds you of that drink that you had gotten whenever you were in the bar before the fight.
I don't understand. Food is not supposed to have this much flavor.
I like it spicy, but this is a little bit. Can we find some drinks?
This is quite nice.
Yeah, it's
Something
spicy.
to
Like
wash it
the only
down?
reason you're not coughing it is because you're kind of con throw. But it's like you order Thai food and you're like, I like it hot, and they're like, okay, we'll see.
It's just like constant, like mouth burn, like lips
Yep.
burn.
just coats the whole inside of your mouth, and it stays there for a while.
Like
But
you're
luckily,
breathing.
just down the way, you hear someone that's just shouting, "Drinks! We got drinks!" And it's like these people are like shouting at the top of their lungs. You see like veins popping out as they're just trying to attract as much attention to their stand as they can. And it's just like a loud cacophony bouncing off all of the stone walls in this area. It is just loud.
I'll walk up and kind of like slap my hand down, and there's like beads of sweat starting to form. I'm like, cold. What do you have that's ice cold, please?
It's cold. And he looks at you, he's like, "Oh, you got the meat on a stick, Sweat, don't you?"
Yeah, a little bit. Yep.
And he leans and he goes, "Sometimes they overspice the rothe. This year they underspice the rothe."
Underspiced.
And he puts
trying to kill
another
people.
pewter cup of some like golden looking liquid on there. Kind of yellowy, pale yellow.
That's
A copper.
What is it?
It'll help, trust me.
Can I sniff it and see
Yeah.
what I'm? Is it beer? Is it?
Smells a
Juice
bit like
drink.
honey.
Copper? Easy. Actually, can I get 5 of these? In
Right
total?
now. And he gives you 5 of them.
5 copper. All right. Here you go. Appreciate it. And then I'll walk the drinks over and hand one to everybody, but I'll hand Bryn too.
Oh, thanks, Vulcan. I'm just like chugging it.
Yeah, and you are drinking something known as Evermead, and it's sort of has that reminiscent like honey taste. It's a little more like
yum.
earthy though. It's not as like not as sweet as honey. Has like a lot of the food here is subterranean, either grown or cultivated or something. So it's like honey adjacent, but it's good. And the best thing is it kind of coats your throat a little bit, and it eases a lot of that
Thank
spice.
God.
Since I have some familiarity with alcohols, is this high? Is this something that's gonna get us buzzed easily?
Yes. There are 2
Okay.
things that you have found in this sort of mainly dwarven society. They like their food spicy, they like their drinks strong.
Right. Thought I picked that up on the
Because
palate
as you know as players, in that a lot of the dwarfs have just like resistance to poison and things like that, a higher constitution. So in order to get that spice, they need to kick it up a couple notches.
Not bad, right?
Yes, maybe we take it easy on festival food.
Maybe switch it up and get something sweet now.
Oh yes, good call.
I've been
Valkyrie.
trying to scope it out. I haven't seen anything that's caught my eye yet.
Let me ask someone. Excuse me, where can one find sweets?
Oh, Evermead over there, and points to the stand that you just came from.
Did I?
It-
They just
it
mean
is-
literally the drinks.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where I just came from. I didn't see any sweets.
A lot of their diet is just spicy.
Yeah, but somebody has to enjoy like baked goods
You could, yeah, make an investigation roll and find some baked goods.
or like like street pastry type shit. I don't know.
Yeah, go for it.
Investigation.
Uh-huh.
I'm surprisingly not good at that. So 15.
pretty
Surprisingly,
good.
sounds fine.
Oh, -1.
So you spend some time looking, wandering around. The streets are getting kind of full. These sort of like flame lamps are going off. Things are kind of going crazy. People running around yelling, and it's just like a big festival of like, let's just get a bunch of food and a bunch of drinks and just like have fun until the actual feast later tonight.
Okay.
And you wander in and you sort of you follow your nose just like Tuki and Sam, looking for sweets. As Valken's Node's probably acutely familiar in looking for for sweets. And you wander in and find a shop that's called the Grape Tart.
Grape tart. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
And you see a young, gnomish woman in there. What can I do for ya?
well, we were just checking out the festival and noticed there was a severe lack of desserts available out there, so I decided to see what you had in here.
Well, we've got all sorts of types of jams put inside of baked things. Is this what you're looking for?
It would do in a pinch, I guess.
All right. I could interest you in a jam ball.
A jam ball.
Right. And she kind of opens up like this, like box, and it just looks like fried duck, a big fried dough, like ball. It's like about the size of like a fist, like a
So like a donut hole, but filled with jam.
bigger than a donut hole.
Bigger than a donut hole.
Yeah, it's like you're holding, I don't know, like a baseball.
That's tempting.
It's our best-selling item.
Is it? Set that aside. Do you have something that has maybe a little less jam in it?
She kind of looks around. We are the Grape Tart. It's gonna have some jam.
Sure.
Do you not like
I'm just
jam?
looking for maybe something with a little bit dough to jam ratio, where the ratio of jam's a little bit less than the dough. If not, that's fine. I will try the jam ball, but I have a specific craving.
Well, let me see here.
Make a Max come up with something.
Well, and she goes, we have something I'm trying. It's still a jam ball, but it has some other stuff in it that sort of balances the ratios out. I mean, I made 600 jam balls because it's our best-selling item for the thing, but we have spicy grape tarts.
Oh, like your shop's namesake?
Right?
Right. How about this? I will take 4 of the jam balls and 4 of the tarts.
Right. Do you want the normal jam ball or the new buttery jam ball?
Difference is there's butter instead of jam. You're gonna have to.
Here, and she just like hands you like a little, think like a wooden spoon of like a taste test.
Ooh,
Try.
free sample.
Okay, I try it.
It's a sort of weird consistency. It's kind of creamy, but it has some crunch in it. And it is reminiscent to like some sort of nut butter.
So does it have like PB&J vibes?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Oh man.
with that same kind of earthy like undertones, which like most things have here.
Okay. You know what? This one's pretty good. How about?
It's a new recipe.
I think you've hit on something here, at least to my taste. And I've somewhat of a discerning dessert connoisseur myself. So
My husband found a new mushroom when he was out foraging that tastes like this. We call them butterballs.
It tastes fine. It's completely safe to eat for somebody who's
Of course it is.
okay. I just I don't eat too many. I don't eat too many mushrooms.
Well, you have to have someone who knows what they're doing. If you're just picking the old fungi, then you might get sick.
All right, that was my fear. Yes, I'll take 4 of these new ones and also 4 of the tarts.
8 copper.
8 copper.
Yep. So you get some grape tarts and you got some butter jam balls.
Okay.
And the grape tarts are fucking spicy. It's like spicy jam.
Damn it.
But the butter jam balls are just fine.
I wouldn't know that about the tarts, so I would just say, look, I found
She
sweets.
called them spicy grape tarts when she told you what they were.
Yeah, it kind of went in one ear, out the other. Just like,
Bryn
look.
takes one and eats. Oh, thank you, Volcan. I need more to get that spicy out of my mouth and my nose and everywhere. And Bryn will take one of the spicy ones. And just
Well,
immediately,
everybody- yeah,
spit it
everybody
out
gets
onto the
one of-
ground.
Yeah, everybody
And
gets
it's-
one of each unless you don't want it.
Bryn
And
just
it's-
spits it out the second she realizes it's spicy and just goes, no!
What?
It is so spicy!
Huh?
Okay,
I
it
don't
cannot,
understand!
cannot be that bad and Ron
Right?
eats it.
It's not as spicy as the other stuff. Like it's like think of like a spicy jam. Like it's a nice
Like a
level
red
of
pepper
spice.
jelly.
Yeah, but the thing is that when you've just like taken a mouthful of like last dab hot sauce, the last thing you want is something spicy to go in behind it. So that's kind of what Bryn's
come on.
mouth is feeling like right now.
She's been drinking the sweet stuff. She should
I need
be
to lie
fine.
down. I need a nap.
It was not bad. Pretty good.
Yeah. These things, these jam balls, what they're called. Pretty good.
Those ones that are spicy?
No.
Oh, thank God. And Bryn will eat one of those and finally looks happy.
It's like peanut butter and jelly with like some earthiness because it's not peanut butter. It's like made from like a fungi, a mushroom that just has a similar like taste profile.
Butter taste.
And it's just like she took the peanut buttery mushroom and some jam and then like rolled it in some dough and just deep fried that shit.
Sounds great.
Yeah. Good.
It does sound good.
I want that really bad.
Ben
Yeah.
loves it.
Hey, if we do this show long enough, we might have a cookbook.
Sounds like what are
There
those
you go.
Uncrustables? Do you guys know what I'm
Let's
talking
go.
about?
Yes,
Yeah.
please. Oh, I eat the Uncrustables all the time. We get them from
So
good.
Costco. They
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
top notch.
Pretty much is like a peanut butter and jelly dumpling thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you all enjoy the rest of the festivities until it's starting to get a little I almost said dark out, but you're underneath the mountain, so it's the same. It's the same light level as it's been, but it's getting close to the evening when you are needed at the sort of ceremony. So you all make your way down towards the guild's level, and one thing that you notice is there are people carrying things, and then they sort of make their way to the center where there's a big sort of enclosed area that's open in the middle, normally where there'd be like a fountain, except this leads down into the magma down below. And there are people that are taking these trinkets and they're tossing them over the edge into the magma. And they're like well-made, just like decorations, trinkets, chalices, like really cool looking knickknacks that they're tossing into the molten magma down below. And you make your way over, and Delg finds you wandering in. How are you all dressed?
Normal?
Yeah. I would say my normal garb.
Yeah,
up?
probably in like our normal like
Gotta be
adventures
prepared.
clothes. Like
Yeah,
our
be prepared. We're on security detail.
And he sort of walks up and looks at you all and goes, Right, I see that you prepared for the ceremony. Very good. And he sort of like just like is lying. He's like, oh.
So
What? Not satisfied?
Huh?
I'm sure it's fine. Sure it's fine. The guild chair's looking for you all. Let's go. And sort of.
I have a dress. I like shout to him.
oh, we
Oh,
could change. Or buy new
Or not.
clothes?
you have 15 minutes to change into nice clothes and look nice. If you
I'll
think
just
you can
look
do it.
around. Do I see a clothing store?
Not a clothing store at this level. You're in the level of
change.
guilds. You're in the courtyard where all the like guild houses and stuff are, and you're in front of like the big guild that has the throne and stuff in it right now.
Fucking
And I'm
just
guessing
like,
I don't see like a nice dressed person the same size as me that I could pay off. Probably not.
You have clothes. You have fancy clothes. It's just
Like probably not on us, right? Probably in our rooms.
it's up to you if you carry your stuff around or not.
Hmm.
I change.
It would take 10 minutes to get out of this armor.
I'm
Oh,
staying.
what?
I'm not worried about it.
Not thinking about changing, are you?
No, Ron is not changing.
Who's changing?
Vince
It
is
is.
already changed.
Here, I'll hold
Oh.
up a cape for you to change behind.
You could slip into one of the guild houses, and it's not a big deal. But so Vin, you're gonna change Valken. Are you gonna change into some fancy clothes? Or are you gonna wear what you got?
Who? I'm wearing what I normally wear.
Vin, roll a d20 for me.
Mm,
And you are going to, I was going to say subtract your dexterity, but your dexterity is 0, so just roll a d20.
15.
A 15. You make it to like 5 minutes to spare. Like you walk in there and you change into your fancy, did you change into like your ballroom dress or like your fancy walking around clothes?
Fancy walking around clothes.
So you got your fancy walking around clothes from when you had back in Icegarth. And you come back and then Del kind of grabs you all and like ushers you to like this large sort of built up like stone sort of almost like a stage. It's like a permanent like thing built into this courtyard where they either have like announcements or things of the sort. And you see the guild chair whom you had spoke with before, who the Thurlin Brightbeard, who has normally he has like his beard was braided, but now you see different like golden rings with jewels on them inside of the beard. He's sort of wearing where normally it was like the slate colored tunic. It's still the slate and red, which are the colors of Ram Crown, but it's much more like gilded with like gold like toggles and things of that such. So he's kind of dressed up for the occasion. And he looks over you all and looks at Vin and he says, well, at least one of you dressed for the occasion. All right, onto the stage when I call for you. Is there something that I should call you all? Just Vin, Bryn, Ron, Valken?
That is sufficient.
Sure.
Right. All right, well, that's sure, I'll call you that. And he
You can
walks onto the
include Staff
stage.
Doctor if you want.
Or Princess Vin.
And you hear him sort of address the crowd. To everyone on home who call Ember home, your home. We are celebrating this very day where centuries ago the very mountain itself erupted flames onto the entirety of the city, but a brave few survived and were able to rebuild the city stronger than ever before. And those of us were able to also keep Tamantir from certain doom. And everyone starts cheering and yelling, and you see people within the crowd that have the masks and like the ash, they're eating like rothe on a stick and having their soups and their drinks. And he says, now, before we start the feast and before we start the opening ceremony of the martial arts tournament, I would like to take this moment to acknowledge a group of individuals of some unknown named adventuring people, but they call
Sweet
themselves...
Justice.
Why didn't you say that before? The Sweet
Sorry.
Justices, by the name of Ron, the Princess, Vin, Bryn, and Valken, oh sorry, Ron the Slap Doctor. And everyone's like, oh, and starts like gasping as you become like a weird local legend. And
Doctor.
and you all, he motions you out, and everyone sort of cheers, and people were like, a princess. Oh, and then some kid's like, slap me. Like it's and you all make your way out. And he's like, I hereby bestow upon the sweet justices, officially compatriots of the Ram Crown Federation, for their bravery in saving the city and saving this tournament, of which you all traveled so far. And then you sort of all are standing, and then you walk up individually, where some of them, he has a set of like stairs that he gets up, and then you're all bestowed with these sort of very ornamental like medals. They're very, very finely made with some sort of metal alloy, and they are jewel encrusted in certain areas, where the middle is the symbol of Ram Crown, right? Which, if you are unfamiliar with what that looks like, the symbol of Ram Crown, it is basically a ram's like skull, and then there, where you have it, there are rubies in the eyes on this metal, and then above it is sort of an ornamental crown that's just sort of above it, and it's made of like this, a differing like metal alloy to sort of differentiate it from the rest of the metal. Very, very nicely made. And as he sort of bestows these medals on you all, people start cheering and kind of clapping. And he's like, all right, off the stage. Very good, very good.
Okay.
Give the sweet justice another round of applause. People start clapping again.
I curtsy and bow.
And he says, now, the moment you've all been waiting for, before the feast starts, of course. And you see people have like started laying out like large like tables in the middle of the courtyard. It's kind of like an outdoor, like you go to the park and there's picnic tables and stuff like that. There's people like waiting like for free food and stuff like that. Now, before we all start, this is the first martial arts tournament ever held in Ember Home proper. And from what I understand, the first martial arts tournament that has been held in, well, decades. And we are happy to host it here. And we shall do our best to accommodate all of you and make sure that you all have the best tournament you've ever had. Now, if we are to introduce all of the schools in the tournament. First, traveling all the way from the Ventus Kingdom, and there's people that go boo when he says that. Hold on! The Shoya Lake Academy! And you see like the Shoya Lake Academy's like banner unfurls above this stage and sort of comes down. And you see people like clapping, and then the like Emma and the children are there and stand up and kind of just wave and such. Next, coming from Tamantir, Halls of Iron, and their banner unfurls, and you see a bunch of like hard looking like mainly dwarf kind of monks all stand up and like just kind of are like shaking their fists in the air, and people are clapping and like cheering. He's like, also the Divine Heart School from Ventus, and you see another group, their banner unfurls and they all stand and just sort of bow and are very reserved, and their sort of monk garb and robes are like white and gold. He goes, next, our very own hometown martial arts school, the Temple of the Crystal Rose. And then their banner will unfurl and they stand up and people cheer and everyone starts cheering. And then you see the guild chair sort of look over and someone hands him like a note and he looks at it. And we have a late entry into the martial arts tournament, quite a twist, but I'll allow it. He says, and our final entry, who I have no idea where they're from. Give a round of applause for the Silent Hand. The banner unfurls.
And?
Valken, you immediately recognize on this banner the same symbol that you saw in the book as you were researching where this cursed sword came from.
Oh.
And that is where we will end our episode this evening.
Oh my god.
What? Max!
It's been a while. Real quick, what's the symbol?
Yeah,
Just
what's
for
the
my
name?
own memory's sake. Or is that something you wanted to keep for next time?
We can describe it next time if you'd like.
Yeah, we can do that. It's fine.
But you do cross-reference and remember that this whole old book that had all the people and who had that sword, including Gin, that was the symbol describing this clan of assassins.
Boy.
Did
So-
you say the name?
The Silent Hand.
Oh boy.
All right. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed this session. We will be back next week and it will be a fun time and I'm excited for it. But first off, I'm going to go ahead and put in the chat our poll for the MVP of the session, and then you all can vote for that because whoever wins this gets a free inspiration. Yeah. And we all like inspiration. All right. Poll has started. Make sure to cast your vote, and then we'll do some shout outs. First up is going to be Virtual Spectre.
Hi. I am Virtual Spectre. I do content here on Twitch, and we are like waist deep into Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, and it's been a lot of fun, and we're all having a good time doing some hunting. So if that's something you think would be fun to watch, come by tomorrow. I'm going to be playing a lot more of it, and I'd like to see you there. Thanks.
Thank you, VS. Up next, mac and cheese, please.
Mac and cheese, please. That's me. I make content on YouTube and Twitch. I recently launched a vlog channel, or like relaunched it. So if you want to check out vlogs and not Minecraft content, you can go to Mac and Cheese Please Vlogs on YouTube. And then I do Twitch stuff of occasionally, and that's me. Okay, bye.
Nice. And you just posted a vlog recently, right? And
I
when y'all were out in
did.
the Anaheim, LA area for VidCon.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a 4-parter because I'm milking it because YouTube.
Up next is
I'll be real.
Moves Like Jagger from the GG and Crew.
Hello, Moobs here from the GG and Crew, one of 4 dudes on the channel. Yeah, if you like Yakuza games like Kiwami 2, if you love Stranger to Paradise, Final Fantasy, if you love GTA, if you love Minecraft, come on by. We do all those things. 4 guys, 4 games, 4 dudes.
Forever. Yeah. 4 guys, 4 games, forever.
Forever. Done. Yeah.
Last but not least, Bunny Dreadful, art extraordinaire.
At last.
Well, in the cast, I'm always last, but I'm not last in the shout outs because I don't do a
did we
shout
do
out.
everyone? Man, my brain's not working. Hi, I'm Bunny Dreadful. I'm in the process of packing my house so I can move, and I'm exhausted. Hello. This also means my schedule is non-existent. We'll be back at it soon, I promise. Just stick with me. Follow if you want notifications. Okay, bye.
All right.
I do art.
It's me. I live here. This is my channel. And I'm also packing my house because it's the same house. But Bun's packing most of it. Ron gained an inspiration, sir, since you are the winner. And thank you all so much for supporting. I hope you like the story because I really like playing this game and y'all are the best. And thank you for watching it. And you're my favorite. And the end. Y'all are the best.
And now it's time to go pack some more. Bye.
And now I'm going to eat pizza and pack.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you seriously so much. Every little bit counts to help us support the channel, like just getting the word out or buying merch or anything. It really helps us out because I really want this show to be good because I love it and work hard on it. So thank you all so much. We'll see you next time. Go get vaccinated, wash your hands, pet cute animals, do donuts, not drugs, and see you later. Bye, everybody.
Have a good weekend.